Mo Leung, Tin Jun. Hi everyone, this is your cheesy food right here. It's nice to see you all here again. Welcome to today's open tempo session, and let's begin the topic. Today's topic is pretty unique because it's actually brought up. It's inspired, not brought up. It's inspired by the commenters talking about past lives and such. So today we're going to talk about a real story, a real case that I have encountered, and I'm so glad that I had went through some experience myself, and that is why I have the ability to help this person to like get over their issues, their spiritual cases. So let's start by talking about the victim. So the victim is being haunted by something that she don't even know what it is, but she went for many like different religious sources, and none of them can help. Now, that's the freaky thing right here. It's nothing you can explain by just saying, "Oh, it's a accident or whatever." No, it's very freaky. Okay, now here is what happened. Case number one, okay, is when this person is at home at night. Okay, she have a brother, so at night she was inside her room and then going to sleep. During that time, somehow she sensed something not very normal that night. Like the air is just not so right. And guess what? After that, she went outside the to the like living area where the TV and sofa is, and then suddenly there are people right there. So these people are like watching TV and doing their own thing like a party, and it's so like it's like real people. I mean, okay, the what the heck? Why are there people here? Oh, maybe it's my brother's friend or something like that. And then she went into the washroom, and there was a little girl coming out of the washroom and tell her to stay in the washroom because we are not done yet. And she's like, huh? What? Like, yeah, the little girl was telling her to stay in the washroom because we are not done yet. And she's like, huh? Uh, Maybe I'm just sleepy, something like that. She went into the washroom. Okay. And then after she went into the washroom, she was like going to the washroom. I mean, like actually peeing. Okay, she just took off the pants and then she was there. Okay, so she sat down. Okay, this is a like 40 years old lady. Okay, 40, 30-ish, 40 years old. So definitely she's not like you know just some stupid kid. So she sat there. Next thing she noticed quickly, there is a wave of tiredness that strike her head, and she's like suddenly whoosh, like that, and then a few times, okay, a few times, and finally she was knocked out. So after she got knocked out, she, like from what she told me, okay, she went to a place where it looks like there's a beach or something, and then some people were calling her over there and asked her, "Why are you so nosy?" And she's like, "What?" And then suddenly they want to drown her. So people there were grabbing her, drowning her into the water, and they were really trying hard. So she was so afraid, so scared, and then suddenly she wanted to like struggle and like like fight back. And when she did, she woke up. Holy crap! The whole washroom, I mean not the washroom, the toilet. Okay, it's ceramic, right? The toilet was broken, like like you can see like a half of it was shattered. Tons of water outside, and she almost drowned herself. There's so much water, and then she heard bang, 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 bang. What's going on? It was her relatives. I forgot it's her mother or something. Went there and like was asking, "Is she okay?" And then she realized she's okay, but she's just almost drowning, but she's okay. Like somehow there's no bruises, okay, no pain, no blood, nothing, just water and a shattered toilet. How did the toilet get shattered? I mean, like, or like how did it get shattered? No one knows. Okay, but when she later, like, she is calmed down and she asked her brother, "Hey, did you get anyone over last night?" Like that. Her brother is like, "No, last night we were all sleeping since this time." Okay. So from then on, she's like, "Oh my, that real thing, huh? That something real." And then, well, yeah. After that case, throughout the year, there are other cases that happen that always, 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 when she's like about to sleep, she will have this like out of body experience. Like she suddenly, it's like you lay down on the bed and then you feel like you float up and zoom away, like kind of like, imagine it's like a computer game where you can like, change the angle of the view, and then you can see yourself, and it's just like, huh, what's going on? Like you can see yourself, and after that, it gets more wild because after that, soon she started to see people that dress up like from what she said is dressed up like the Taoists in the movie. Okay, they look like Taoists in the movie. That's the funny thing. So obviously that was a scam, but I mean, like she got scammed by other spiritual things. Okay, but 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 these beings brought her to another world. Yeah, they were like, "Come on, follow me," and then and grab you to another world. And that world, okay, they will like they talk and they have other people, and like there was one time she remarkably remembered the old man over there told her, we need to use your body. Okay, we need to use your body to do something. And she was like, do what? What is something? And then they were asking her, do you uh can you sign the contract or something like that? Like, do you agree or do you like? Can you sign a contract? Forgot the exact word. Okay, like that. Something about like an agreement that she have to agree. And she's like, "How can I agree if I don't know what this is? You gotta explain to me before I can sign anything, you know." And they're like, "How come you ask so many questions? You only need to agree. If you agree, we're gonna start teaching you stuff, and we will use your body to do something and do something." We need your body like that. And that was bizarre, right? You think that like one case? No, 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 definitely not. Okay, from what she said, every like the whole year it happened like quite some time. Almost every month there's like 3 or 4 times like this very vivid stuff, and then there are other times where she just go to sleep and then got haunted by some weird experience. Okay, so it's never peaceful sleeping. So she was going through all these things and finding answers like what's going on. And when she find me, I know. Because why? Because I have experience. Yeah, I have the experience. I personally know what this is because I went there. I met these things, like similar things, and I actually dealt with these things. Giving them a name. You can call them evil gods, but they're not so like you say they're evil, but it's evil to us, but to them they're not evil. Like that. They're just a higher level beings, and these higher level beings are actually like we here were once in that world. Now you're here, but that's like where you were a long time ago. You can say like the past life, something like that. And that place exists before us. And that's why people here call them gods, because they're like above and they have higher powers. But you are not going to go back there any time soon. Okay? You're not going to go back there. But the thing is, some people are born with a history. Your history in that world. Sometimes your history is, for example, you're a prime minister in that world, right? When you die, there's a lot of aftermath. Like people want to dig up your grave and revenge. People want to, do things to make sure that you don't come back, or do things to make sure that you don't have a good life. You got people tagging your back. Yeah, not fun. So some people have a colorful history, and that is why these things will come haunt you, because they have a reason to go after you. What can you do? Well, normal person, you can't do anything. And I can tell you that the truth is that is why so many people got tricked by these things and manipulated by these things, and eventually they become what most call themselves a medium. Like those mediums, as in, like if you search like the Taiwanese or the Malaysian, Singapore, those places, they have temples where people get possessed by gods, and then they do weird shit. And yeah, basically this kind of medium, okay, they are basically just what I see as another victim. Okay, and you got tricked, and your whole life is gone because of, like, you don't know what's going on, and you got controlled over by these things, and you have no way to fight back. It's like it's like you're a crab, a fish. You're just seafood right there. Those are like human. They spray a net, and you're done. You have no way to fight back. That's nature, right? And well, funny enough, I have a few disciples with these kind of cases at their back. So I was like, that's not the first one. This is like something I met before, like I dealt with similar cases before. And even more ridiculous is that with my own experience, like my own past, I also have colorful history in that world. So I went through the even more bizarre things. It's just so hard to tell people because no one will understand it unless you were there. Now, what makes me believe or accept or think that it's real in that world when I actually get a chance to like interact? Well, most people, when they interact, it's like, oh, I went into a dream, and then I go like here and there, and then I come back, and well, yeah, it's like you got into a dream, and you can say, oh, it's just a dream. But you know what? Some people, they have a same dream, like an episode, like a drama that you can continue the next day. That's not fun, right? Like today, you go into a dream. There's like you're eating McDonald's, and then you're done, and then next day it's like, oh, cut. You wake up, and then next day you dream again, and then you go back to the same place and continue your life there. And it's like nothing changed. You just go back and continue, and then okay, cut, wake up, and then you sleep again, and the same dream continue like that. It's like that. Like people got haunted by these things. They can have dreams like that because you're basically not just dreaming. You're going back to the same world. And to me, I don't need to dream. because I have Taoist magic, right? I do magic. I soul travel into that world. I'm conscious. I'm like 100% conscious. I can move my body. I can talk. I can listen to this world. At the same time, I can soul travel. So when I soul travel, I can see things, and it becomes so real because you can actually eat things. Okay, it's like this. One experience I have witnessed. Okay, that is not me, but like I didn't do it, but some seafood did it in the lineage. Okay, so she went there and she saw this snack. There's a snack on the table. Someone told her not to eat it because it's like a it's like a power food. Okay, so that thing in that world is a power food and it's used by politicians in that world who need to like do a few days of work and not sleep. Right, you need to like like people get high on coffee, right? Like that. She was curious. She took one of the snack and put it in her mouth and eat. So if you look at it from the side, she's like eating air, like okay, feels like that. It's like she's crazy. After that, guess what? 3 to 4 days you cannot sleep. You try to sleep, and it's like you're like all blank out, and everything is so bright, and you have no way to rest your brain. It's like you're totally in a non-sleepable state for 4 days. And how to deal with that? Well, later on, we need to use the magic to rinse out that energy. After you like flush it out, suddenly you're like super tired and like that. And there are other more ridiculous things. I have tried to like take some special water from that place and mix it into a drink. Okay, like a cup of soybean milk. So I mixed it and then and then I give it to someone who don't know what it is. And I said, drink it. And that was like a talk, like a guy who's like taller than me, okay, strong built. He was right here in my house, and I gave that thing to him. I said, drink it. See what happened. And guess what? He was okay, but after he drank it, instantly, in 2 minutes, he was like drop dead on the floor. Like face down, chest facing down the floor, and so and he can't move. For like what, the whole night, 6 hours slept. That was one of my experience, like because I want to see if that is like really going to work on someone. If I like took something from that world and put it here and mix it, what kind of effect would it get? Like I was testing it myself. Well, that was the past. This this drop dead water case was like 2012, something like that. Yeah, a long time ago. But anyway, I don't really go into that world now, okay? But it was my experience, and that experience led me to know and understand the culture and the property of things in that world, and also how like those people are. Now, I don't have enough time today. So we need to have an episode 2, maybe. Okay, so I'll talk about the next the more details about those people and that world in the next episode, and so that you can get a taste of what most people call the after death, or you can say the evil gods world. Okay, this is basically another world, and we'll talk about that in the next episode. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. 福生無量，大天尊。